Mr. Kamil, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome you back to Fast News Islamabad. As one of the most distinguished alumni from the Department of Electrical Engineering, batch of 2013, your journey from these very classroom to Google is very inspiring. We're excited to reflect on that path with you today. Do you, so far, we are having a collective batch of around 200 students every year applying to the Department of Electrical Engineering. You must remember, one day you were one of these students, and we're just beginning the new academic year for electrical engineering batch. Taking you back in time, could you share your experience and what it was like when you first applied to Fast News Islamabad?
First of all, thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure to be back. So yeah, it was actually 2013, quite long ago now.
Mm,
So I was quite, if I remember correctly, I was quite confused, like probably most of the students who would be, right now in that stage would be. I was glad that I ended up at the right place and the right degree program which worked for me. I mean, fast itself, even at that point, it was one of the best, considered one of the best. So I didn't had any doubt over there. The doubt which I had at that point was mainly on which kind of engineering I want to do.
mm,
Because I knew I wanted to do engineering, but I didn't knew which one because I knew high level on the differences as a layman,
mm,
but I didn't know like what to expect in electrical engineering, what to expect in mechanical or others. So yeah, I mean, it was a bit confusing, but I'm glad that I ended up at Fast and I did electrical engineering. And for the students who are coming, I would suggest like people are around you who would be doing these, who has done these engineering and who are working in these fields. So don't shy away to ask for help, or try to understand what each of these fields are so you can
mm,
make the best decision for yourself.
mm. अक्सर ये ज्वाइन करते वक्त we have this idea कि डॉक्टर बनना है इंजीनियर बनना है. What was your motivation before you joined कि मैंने electrical engineering join करनी है?
आई मीन आई न्यू कि मुझे इंजीनियर बनना है.
Mm,
Mainly because basically growing up मेरी जो nature थी, I knew कि I was always curious about ये चीज़ किस तरह काम
mm,
करती है, वो चीज़ किस तरह काम करती है. uh, so yeah, on my and I also like naturally during my uh, SSC or HSSC, naturally my courses, uh, the science courses, like apart from biology, had better grades than the non-technical ones. So, and that was probably because of my interest. I didn't used to like non non-technical courses. So I knew कि engineer करना, but again I didn't had clear idea कि what to expect electrical engineering में, mechanical engineering में क्या होता होगा. So similarly chemical या civil. So yeah, I think that's where the confusion was. And in my opinion, if I think back, what I was expecting electrical engineering to be, uh, actually it was much different. And I was lucky at the end I liked where I ended up being, because I didn't knew how it would be, but when I got to know how it would be, so it's something I liked. So yeah, I would say yeah, I got a bit lucky as well, but it was at the beginning it was more like an educated guess. But
mm,
that's why I'm saying like for the upcoming one, try to reach out. Don't
mm,
shy away, because आपके आगे पीछे there would be engineers, there would be doctors, there would be different kinds. हर जगह लोग काम कर रहे होंगे. So try. Uh,
mm,
uh, just a 5-minute discussion can change your perspective about something.
mm. So I was looking at your LinkedIn, and आपका portfolio quite impressively diverse है. You went from telcos to embedded design to currently in Google. You're an engineer at Google. So
Mm.
I'd like to ask, like electrical engineering, it's typically called a very versatile degree, as it's much like how physics is the fundamental to all other sciences. Electrical engineering is the stepping stone to other sciences. So do you think that versatility is what allowed you to shift to so many different aspects in the corporate world?
Uh, I think yeah, that's quite true. कि जो electrical engineering है, it sets a very nice baseline for you
Mm,
to explore different fields.
mm,
ठीक है? And if I mean, as you mentioned, कि I made a lot of jumps, especially early on in the career,
mm,
and you can tell from my resume where it was confusion, where I knew what I was doing.
mhm,
So basically, if I divide my career into like multiple stages, so first it would be like जब मैं university में था, I was focused on learning. I
mm,
was courses में project में I was giving full in extracurricular activities में जहाँ I could apply my engineering skills, or where I could you know think where I thought कि मुझे कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा, I used to take part in it.
mm.
uh, एंड ऑल्सो उस वक्त होता है कि रेज्यूमे में ये मैं करूंगा ना, तो मेरे रेज्यूमे में एक
Uh,
लाइन ऐड हो जाएगी. So those things be there, but overall, like
mm,
the goal was to learn.
mm,
And once I graduated, then I was confused as well, because electrical engineering specifically, is a very broad degree. So you have so many options to choose. ठीक
mm,
है? And like every course that you might do engineering related, that could be it's get that could itself be your career path. Like आप
mm,
programming करते हो, you can just do programming for the rest of your life. अगर आप like networking कर रहे हो, एक course है networking का engineering में, and you can
mm,
do networking for the rest of your life. So basically all these um, courses opens up a lot of opportunities.
mm,
So I wasn't 100% sure what I want to do, what interested me the most. Also depends on the opportunities you get. Like जो भी
mm,
opportunity मिलेगी, you'll be like, okay, maybe it looks interesting, maybe I try it out, and maybe after a while you might know that, okay, maybe it's good, but maybe for the long term it might not be the best thing for me. So you try another thing. So basically learning in the university, then it was more like exploring.
mm,
Okay. So I explored a lot till I figured out what I really want to do, and then basically the next part is more like growing in that specific field you are passionate about. And
mm,
then I think later on, I hope the stage, I think, which we should aim for is like the impact.
mm,
Because if you have learned, you have know what you're doing, you have grown in that field, then you should focus for impact. So you should not just impact your own life,
mm,
basically on for the people around you as well.
mm. Speaking of like your key experiences in FAST, what do you think are some of the most pivotal moments that you had in FAST? We're talking projects, your interactions with faculty, or just general events that shaped your perspective and made you realize that this is what I want to do.
I think one of the major things that fast enabled me was believing in myself.
Mm,
Or the other thing was like uh, it 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 puts so much pressure in you. आप इतनी चीजें सीख रहे होते हो that um, you learn how to deal with those problems, how to deal with that pressure, how to learn new stuff, how to figure it out. One if I can summarize everything into one sentence, it taught me how to figure it out. Okay? Because nothing comes from the syllabus. In life, everything is out of
uh,
syllabus. As long as you can figure it out, you would be successful. So you know like for example, I don't know, is it the similar, or how it has changed over time. Like Sir Amir Munir, unke paper, it used to be popular to be open book. He was like, he used to challenge, like, whoever can solve it. you know
he,
Whatever
he's
material you want to bring,
Mhm.
just if you can solve it, it's good enough.
Well, he actually gave us the challenge this time that either we had the choice between having open notes, as in we get one A4 size paper, or we can have open book. And students were scared. They're like, "No, we can't do this. So, no, no, prefer ke for just having one cheat sheet instead."
Yeah. So I think like just to summarize the answer. So one thing is like figuring it out, believing in myself, and the other major thing which I would like to mention here is the quality of courses, the quality of faculty, and how faculty or teachers uh, help you to succeed. Selflessly, they would help you to find opportunities later on, even when once you graduate. So I think like all these combined, I'm very grateful, and I think that's something quite unique to past.
Mhm. So we currently have a batch of incoming students जो electrical engineering में आ रहे हैं, maybe by choice, maybe because their dads were electrical engineers in the past. तो आप उनको क्या कहेंगे? Any words of encouragement or any practical advice that you would have for them as new electrical engineers?
For the new engineers, yeah, I think one thing I would like to make it very clear that you might be coming in because आपको किसी ने कहा था या किसी AB वजह से, but once you are in, you would need to deal with it. Not के it's not someone else's problem, it's your problem now. So if you want to go ahead and you want to do engineering, you need to believe that you want to, because you are doing it for yourself and you need to do it yourself. So yeah, I think that's the mentality or mental clarity that you need to have, that you're not doing it for anyone. करना है तो आपने अपने लिए करना है. So that's one of the major thing. And the other thing is like once you are in university, as I said, like it's more like an exploring stage, learning stage. Sorry, not exploring stage, learning stage. So give your 100% in the classes. Use that knowledge that you gain in the classes to practically build something like projects पे आप सिर्फ सर से ना उतारो उसको, proper करो. There is so many opportunities that you get in extracurricular activities which can be technical and non-technical. Get involved and then you'll learn a thing or two. Like I learned so much from robotics, for example. जितने भी technical competitions थे, I took part in all of them. ठीक है. And even before जो मेरे courses थे, they did not, like for example, I was doing microcontroller programming before I learned microcontrollers in the class, just because just to take part in the competition, I had to write microcontroller code. So yeah, be curious, basically focus on the learning. Or and engineering is a very practical degree, so get your hands dirty. So that's yeah, and for the that's my suggestion for the incoming students.
So that we often talk about incoming students. I'd like to ask you if you have any words of encouragement for the students who are leaving fast, those that are entering the job market. We often
Mm.
don't show love and appreciation to them, so we'd like to have you speak on their behalf, especially as somebody who graduated from fast, entered the job market, and is now currently at Google.
Yeah, if I can give only one suggestion, that would be basically believe in yourself. I mean, I've seen and again, talent wise, Pakistanis are not behind anyone. I mean, I've hired graduates from like top universities as well. I've taken a lot of interviews. Switzerland universities, Singapore universities, US universities, and they are comparable to fast. And sometimes I feel like maybe fastians are better than them as well. Um, so in terms of like what we are capable of, what fastians are capable of, or what Pakistanis are capable of, I have no doubt in their capabilities. But the only thing which I see missing is they don't even try, you know. And I'm saying because I was the same, you know. When you are looking from, you know, from the other side, आपको लगता है कि, you know, कितना मुश्किल होगा उधर जाना. But once you are there, you're like, okay, what I was thinking, it was not that difficult. But, you know, just because you think, you know, you are not capable of reaching over there, you don't even try, you don't even apply. जब apply नहीं करोगे, for sure it's a no. But अगर आप apply करोगे, maybe it's a maybe, you know. There is a chance. So I think this needs to change. जो barriers जो आपने अपने खुद बनाए हुए हैं, you need to, you know, break them up. You need to, you know, give it a shot. You need to try. So yeah, I think there is a lot of opportunities out there for the people who are looking, for the people who believe in themselves. So yeah, I think I would suggest them to, you know, don't limit yourself. Don't be your own enemy. Yeah.
And those are some very inspirational words, and hopefully I can take them to heart when I graduate. So thank you very much for your time, and we're hoping to see you sometime soon, maybe as an alumni giving a lecture in FAST as well.
Thanks a lot. Thanks you for having me.